What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome, exiles, to the research institution. So, I've noticed a few things. I've considered man, and I've found that they are but beasts of the field. No eye is filled with seeing, nor the ear with hearing. There's a lot of yapping on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, and shit. Oh, I can't find all the items. They need to increase the items. I didn't find all the uniques yet. I can't find the strong items to help me persevere in Path of Exile 2. So, here's the thing. A lot of what this game is treasure hunting. Alright, that's what these games are. There's not a ton of skill involved. Of course, that's something I made a video on already once or twice, and I'll probably make another one. Because there is some skill now. There is some. The unlimited roll or dodge. But beyond that, this isn't like a shooter where you have to have ultra precision to get good. It's not like a platformer. The decks, the timing, everything else. To an extent, yes, but it's not to the level of many games. I mean, the camera's set up above, so you only have one plane of manipulation beyond just the triggers of rolling and placement and everything else. It doesn't have the 3D look around and shitness that other games have, you know? It's not like World of Warcraft, for example, where you have like a keyboard or piano of skills at your disposal. So it's all about memory and placement and everything else. World of Warcraft classic anyway. Wow, what a spiritual journey that was. I'm going to have to play that again. Max level was 47 on a mage. But I will return. This game isn't so much centered on skill, you know? So where's the chase if there's not much of a challenge? Well, the chase is in the item hunting. That's how it's always been in these fucking games. Diablo 1. Wow, Eaglehorn Bow. Wow, Wind Force. After a year and a half of playing, I finally fucking found one. Diablo 2, similar things. There's a lot of things in Diablo 2 that I've never found. I've been playing that game for 25 years, okay? I mean, I got a channel on it. Check it out. It's called the Iceman. We've been playing that game for a long-ass time, and there's still 25 fucking years later, there's a lot of things in that game that I haven't found yet. I've never found a Tyrael's Might. I've never found a Templar's Might. I might have found all the runes. But there's other items that I have never found. Wisp projector. I don't think I've found one of those before. And so forth. And that's a small game. I mean, the game is 25 years old. You'd think, if anything, in the future, there's going to be one that's more expansive, where there'll be potentially more items that I've never found. But they're like, oh, they got increased item drop. Oh, yeah, I'm busting my ass. I'm not finding shit. And on one hand, you guys want this to turn into Diablo 3? Or even worse, Diablo 4? Where it's raining so many fucking items, you got to go to town every 3 minutes. You want that? If you want that, go back to Diablo 3 or Diablo 4. There's a reason we're not playing those fucking games. Okay? Something new is at hand. So a lot of the enjoyment factor, for those of you who have eyes that can see and a mind that can perceive, it's the journey. It's the spiritual journey, and such is life. There's a difference from what you want and what you need, okay? If I were to just give you all the items in Path of Exile 2, if I were to max out your level, give you the best defense, the best offense, you'd kill all the bosses, this, that, and the third, you think you'd be happy? You'd want more. You guys, you gotta shut all that shit off. Get off the YouTube. Except for when you're watching my videos. Because this is where the grounding begins. This is where the ascension begins. It's here and now. So like the video, subscribe to the page, become a patron, support the research, become a channel member. And may the Creator be with you. And bless your contributions sevenfold. Those who are. Come on, man. You guys really think they should increase the fucking drop right here? You want to go to town every minute? I mean, it's nice. I can kill shit. I can get into the flow of things. And I don't have to go to town every damn minute. That should be a good thing. And let me present something else to you. A lot of the allure is finding the items, chasing the items. A treasure hunting game. What happens when you find all the items? When there's no treasure left to be found? Well, the game's over. You're done. It's time to go on your, what do they call it? That subscription bullshit that seems like everybody pays for? Game Pass. It's time to go on your Game Pass and find the next piece of shit game. That's filled with all sorts of woke bullshit and everything else. No. The top, the roof, the ceiling to this madness, in my opinion, which is correct, by the way. If you have anything to say against that, let me know in the comments below, but I'm telling you right now, your opinion is bullshit. The ceiling, supposedly, the peak of all this, the ascension, needs to be endless. The ceiling shan't exist. That's how we keep moving here. That's how we keep ascending. Remember, that's what this channel is all about. That's why I changed the name. We're ascending. We're not fucking ascended. We're ascending. When you're ascended, you found all the gear. You did everything. You covered all the content. The game's over. There's no more perceiving when you're ascended, because if there were, then you wouldn't yet be ascended. So you're dead when you're ascended. All right? And we're looking to be somewhere in the flow, somewhere in the here and now. And with that being said, there has to always be items to find. And the more rare this shit is, as far as I see it, the better. Everybody's in such a hurry. Like, oh, Iceman, I can't get to the last boss, though. Iceman, there's that guy in the lair in the center of the fucking map. The in-game mapping system, and I mean, nobody's beaten him yet. Well, my opinion is good. I hope nobody ever fucking beats him. And if they do, they better make another one that nobody can fucking beat. We gotta keep ascending here, man. Dumbass. You're telling me, oh, I want the items, they're too rare. I can't get them. I want to have all the fucking items handed to me like a baby. And I know that's not what all you guys are arguing. But come on, you really want to open up this can of worms here? You really want to tell them, hey, they're just too rare. Can you just turn it up a notch? That's like saying, oh, yeah, the US dollar, I don't know. Yeah, the buying power is great, but I don't know. I just wish we had more dollars. Let's just increase them. You know, it's the same fucking thing. This is inflation only in life, you know, because you guys aren't happy with what you got. You got to be happy with the staff in hand that you begin with. You got to find that equilibrium, pun intended, with the staff. You get it? Like just trying to balance shit with the staff. Equilibrium. That's good. But you guys... God damn. I gotta make another video on this. What's the video called again? It's called, Keep the Items Rare. Let's not go there. I mean, my character, by level 20, I found 4 uniques. You know, what else do we want here? Do we want them to be raining from the fucking sky? It's good to have things to find still in a treasure hunting game. Then you'll say, well, Iceman, if I can't find all the items, what's the point of playing? My answer to you is if you were a treasure hunter and I were to tell you, well, hey, you might as well not go treasure hunting because you're not going to find all of it. You're not going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to quit then. No, rather what you're going to say is, are you kidding me? There's that much fucking treasure out there? Let's go. It will fuel the power for the course. And that's what this game needs to be. They need to keep adding shit, keep it rare, keep the difficulty there, in my opinion. You know, if you want a game that's a spreadsheet simulator, play PoE 1. It's still there. They're still going to work on it. It's still going to be for those guys. Play Diablo 4. I don't recommend it. The game is complete ass. But play that if you want. If you want something easy. All right? It's good to have these challenges that almost nobody can defeat. It's like real life. It's like, oh, yeah, there's that dude who did the pole vault or whatever the hell you call it, and he got 30 fucking feet up in the air. I don't know what the standards are for that, or the records. But you guys see what I'm saying? And it's like, you know that you can't really do that, but I mean, maybe if you put all your time to it, maybe you could. But then there's all sorts of other goals and shit that, you know, yeah, I haven't beat this one, I haven't beat this one, I haven't beat this one, but I can focus on this and I can do well here. It's kind of the same thing. Instead of just tuning all this shit down to where everyone's just blowing through the end game. You know, I'd rather have it be the far opposite of that spectrum. Of where there's things in the game that people, very few have found that narrows the path. You know what I mean? That leads to life. Wow. And it should remain this way. They should add more content. More difficult content. They should add more items. More rare items. The more items you add to this whole pool, if you keep them rare, especially when you have tiers of rarity, it adds to the variation of your build to someone else's. If you have a ton of items added with tiers and tiers of rarity, with enough playing time, you're going to find some that are pretty high up there. You're going to find them scattered about. And eventually it's going to make for a game where most people have different gear. Because some are going to find the ones that are tier of rarity way the hell up here once or twice. And others will find one way up here that the one way up here didn't find. You know what I mean? So there's going to be, it's going to add for more build variation. So the rarity is a good thing in a treasure hunting game. I mean, goddamn. I'm a little surprised that people are talking about this stuff. You know, I thought this Path of Exile community were hardcore as fuck or something. I didn't realize that the loud voices here are going to be saying, oh, we need to make it easier. Oh, the roll sucks. I'm dying. I'm not making it. I mean, you beat the campaign, right? And then you beat the cruel mode campaign. You beat all the story, all the lore. You put all the time in. Everything else is just a bonus. And there should be those blockades that you hit that you can screw around with for a while, see if you can get past it. Maybe you'll get lucky, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but your build can thrive within. You could still, I mean, if you do a higher tier map, what's then goal? Are there items in the higher tier maps that you can't find in the lower tier maps? Can someone let me know this? I don't really know that. But because regardless, my point still remains. But I mean, especially if there's not items in the higher tier maps that you can't attain in the lower tiers, it's just you have a higher chance of attaining in the higher tier, then where's the complaining at? Because this game is all about the chase. And once you get all the items, the chase is over and the game's done. Do we really want the game to be done? I'm telling you guys, we were meant to do this forever. All right. But I'm going to end the video. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that in the comments below. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.